Alrighty, and welcome back. I am Azriet. This is Long Dark. We just made it to the community center.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Give me another pry bar. Hopefully there'll be somewhere to store stuff. Cool. I heard people, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have a cutscene shortly. Because there's people in there. There's another note we'll read here the next time we settle down somewhere. Oh, that was a collectible. It's still a note we have to read. See what it says. Hey, the magnifying lens, I can start a fire outside during the day. Let me organize my stuff, and then we'll move on. Alright, back to what we're doing. Ooh, maybe not some cutscenes. Back to being a sprain risk. I don't get to cut up their stuff.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Another book we're going to have to look at. I don't get to steal their toilet water? What a jip. Oh, I guess that's inappropriate. I mean, I grew up saying it, but it really is inappropriate. And so it is part of the lexicon that I have to drown out.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
So I apologize. That was inappropriate of me to say.
Oh, hello.
I was ripped off.
Did you come from the crash site like the others? All the cots are taken, but you can sit by the fire, warm up a bit.
Crash site? How did you know about
The crash site. Don't you remember? Another one suffering from shock, maybe.
I crashed, but days ago. Far from here.
No. You crashed yesterday. In the hills. A terrible crashing sound. I even heard it over the howling blizzard. Don't you remember?
Listen, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I crashed, but not here.
Oh, of course. Well, please stay and warm yourself by the fire until we can figure out where you belong.
Okay.
So, these people are all survivors of a crash?
Well, most of them, yes. There were maybe half a dozen people in and around the town site when the blizzard first hit. Over the past day or so, the rest have slowly arrived. Most of them from the crash site.
What crashed?
A passenger airliner, best I can tell. Most of the people who arrived were too weak to talk about it.
I think that's where you start in the
Judging by
survival version.
thundering sound and the size of the fire on the hills, whatever crashed up there, it must have been something big. Are you sure you don't remember the crash?
What is this place?
This is the old community hall in Thompson's Crossing. We gathered people here when the weather started turning bad. 3, or was it 4 days ago? The houses became too cold, and it seemed better to bring everyone under one roof. Then yesterday, the crash survivors started showing up.
How long do you think this weather will last?
You're not from around here, are you?
Nope, not at all.
Whoever named this area Pleasant Valley had a pretty good sense of humor. We get some of the harshest weather on all of Great Bear.
But it's worse than usual?
Yes. Another storm blew through about a few weeks ago. The worst I've seen in years. Blocked the roads, in and out. I'm afraid we're stuck here until the road's clear.
Will someone come to check on the town? Clear the roads so you can get out?
I don't think so. Not anymore. We'll have to wait for nature to take its course.
But what will happen to all these people?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We're down to our last food. We can melt snow for water, but that will only get us so far.
Okay, so this is the quest where I gather everybody's food.
Things might be different if the power hadn't gone out. The best thing we can do is try to keep these people warm and fed, and then we'll see what the Lord has in store.
That's not
You
ominous.
seem disoriented, but you're in much better shape than the others. Maybe you can help us.
Of course I can.
I'm a doctor. I can have a look at the survivors and see how to help them.
That sounds like a good place to start. Once you've had a chance to check on them, come back, and we can try to figure out what can be done for them.
He doesn't give me the greatest vibe. Just so we're aware that I'm vibe checking right now, he does not give me the greatest vibe. There's a stove. I can work with that. I'm, of course, going to search and steal all their stuff. Because why wouldn't I? Especially because I'm probably going to end up having to stuff a refrigerator for them. Like I did for the Grey Mother. And am I willing to do so? Sure. There's no skin off my nose. I don't know if Astrid has the recipe for snares. She should. Because it would be jacked up if I learned how to do it in the last two chapters or episodes. Englishing is hard. Oh. So I need a key to open that.
Oh, lucky day.
Yes, I have a knife this time. Knife is super important. Huh, that door's locked, huh? That's not ominous at all. One way in, one way out. I mean, I guess it keeps people from breaking in and stealing stuff. But also, alright, so let me, that's everything. Alright, I can't cook unless I start a fire, and I don't want to start a fire right this second. I'm going to go back over and dump off stuff I don't need. Back in this other room, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I forgot to unpause after I dropped my stuff off. My bad. I've just been checking them out. We have diabetes over there, hypothermia, dehydration we treated, concussion, no treatment. That one was apparently no treatment. And that's all I can do? I can't check any more of them? Oh. Really? Am I not interacting with things again? Oh, give me a second. Alright. I had to back up to the previous autosave because I glitched and I couldn't open doors or nothing, and it drove me nuts. So I'm gonna pause again. I'm gonna dump off my stuff, and then we'll go check these people out. All right. Hopefully, I don't break anything this time.
This might
Check
be
out the
serious.
person. Diabetes. I don't have any insulin, so we're good on that one.
Let me have a look, okay?
That person's gonna need some insulin soon. Hypothermia, no treatment required. Okay, I can't check you. I can't check you. I can't check you. I can't check you.
I'll see if I can help.
Hypothermia, no treatment required. Just let them warm up. Can't check you. Can't check you. Absolutely need to search this cabin because I hadn't done it yet. Can't check you. Can't talk to you.
Let me have a look, okay?
Concussion, nothing I can do about it.
I'll see if I can help.
Also concussion, nothing I can do about it. I mean, if there was a plane crash, there'd be
This might be
concussions,
serious.
obviously. Just give you some water and we're good to go.
Get some rest now. You need it.
Okay, if I now talk to everybody, and can I talk to you again? Cool.
I've had a look at the survivors. Most are in fairly good condition given the circumstances.
These were the lucky ones. You'll find the ones who were less fortunate in the basement. May God take mercy on their souls. They died from their injuries, or were found dead. We put them downstairs to keep the bodies cold. And also, well, there are wolves around, you see.
Yes, I've seen them. I think I can find most of what these survivors need, but there is a diabetic in the group. They're gonna need insulin, and soon. Do you know where I might find some?
That's bad news. No, I don't.
This survivor has type 1 diabetes. That means their body can't produce insulin. If they don't get it, they'll eventually go into shock and probably die.
Well, then we need to find
What
some.
happened before we
And
invented
soon,
insulin? Like,
before the blizzard
did people just not
becomes too
understand why the person
powerful
died?
to even risk going outside. I need to remain with the survivors, minister to them. But you can go and look for the medicine they
of
need.
course I can.
I will. Any suggestions you have would be very useful.
Most of the surrounding houses will be empty, but you may find some of the minor supplies you need to treat the survivors. The diabetic came in from the plane crash a day, maybe 2 days ago. So your best chance to find their insulin will probably be to find their luggage
Alright, so we're gonna go find that plane.
at the crash site.
How will I know which luggage is theirs?
You'll have to search everything you find and hope for the best.
Like, that's obvious.
Okay. You keep an eye on everyone, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thank you for your help. One more thing.
Yes?
Many of these survivors are in bad shape. From the crash, it's true. But I've seen this sort of thing before. People need hope to survive. And if they can't have hope, they need some closure. People here, many of them weren't traveling alone.
Okay.
They're broken-hearted, worried sick about their loved ones, feeling guilty. Why did they survive when others didn't? You can help them find some closure.
Sure I can.
But chances are searching the crash site won't be a pleasant
Yeah,
experience.
I don't care.
I've seen death before.
Yep.
Yes, you're a doctor, so you understand the fragility of human life.
Yep.
The fragility of the human spirit is more my domain. For the ones who've lost loved ones, if you can bring them some closure, that will help to start their healing process.
Yes. It's well known that the mind and body are inextricably linked.
If you encounter any artifacts, any information that would help to identify those who did not survive the crash, that information might be a salve to these poor broken souls. Then perhaps they'll have a chance to face tomorrow.
I'll do what I can to find IDs, documents, anything that can help identify the people who didn't make it.
In turn, Take this, my child.
Oh, I'm not religious. Please, keep it.
It's not for you. Please, humor me.
I don't understand.
At least until I can minister to those souls myself. Having you carry this rosary while you investigate the crash site, it would bring an old priest some comfort. It will be the closest thing to my being able to pray for them.
I mean, no disrespect, Father, but do you really believe this will help?
Perhaps in the end, faith is all we have.
And that is a can of worms I refuse to get into. Cutscene?
So, you're still alive.
So far, yeah. But there are people in town who won't be if I don't get going.
You heading up to the plane crash?
How'd you know that?
You risked your life to come here to help some sick people. You came to help me when I was stuck in the barn. You're a doctor. You're not gonna leave a bunch of crash survivors to die in the cold.
I would like to help the crash victims, yes.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. A few days in this weather and with the wolves prowling? Doubt you'll find anyone alive out there.
Let's hope you're wrong.
Yeah, well... I left you a little present.
Look, I'm not sure.
Relax. You have to trust someone, right?
Would you trust someone with a dead body in their basement?
Fair point. But if you want to live, check out the trunk of that blue sedan over by the swing set.
Well, okay. Thanks, I guess.
Watch out for those wolves.
I'm absolutely going to go check. I do believe the only thing I need to drop off is some of this water. Right? Everything else I've pretty much pared down to... I could leave a lot of this food. We're going to do like we did before. We're going to carry drinks.
Man, this
Okay,
is
yeah.
getting kind of heavy.
This is the right one. We're going to carry drinks. That needs to be cooked. I'll probably carry that MRE just because it's a lot of calories. No, yes. I'm back down into an acceptable range. But as long as I'm only carrying the liquids, I can drink those and eat at the same time. And then I can get rid of all of my water for now. Yeah, it got kind of tricky there for a minute. Ooh, so I can't. Alright, so cancel with the water. Put the water in this drawer. There we go. That took a lot off me. Alright. Let's check this blue sedan. By a swing set?
Hey, that can't be good.
Think, Astrid, think.
Okay. Give me this then. Alright, so I broke the pack's morale. Alright. Okay. I mean, I really want to shoot it. I really do. I need to make it up to the crash site. I gotta raid this bunker. There's a cave I have to check out. Molly's gift is right there. Where am I at? Where am I at? Okay. What's swing set? What's swing set? I don't know what she was talking about. Okay, she said a blue sedan over by the swing set. Who cares? Alright, so he's still running from me. Which I guess is good. Find and search the trunk Molly mentioned. What is... What kind of nonsense is this? I mean, their morale is still broke, so they're still running from me, which is good. Oops, I didn't check underneath the things. Whatever. I don't... Do you see... Alright. I know what we're gonna do. Hold on a second. Okay, so... It's at the other end of Main Street, I guess. Which, you know, doesn't match up with where it's at on the map. Dude, yeah. That does not, in any way, shape, or form, match to what's on this map.
Some more help from Molly. Let's hope these work.
I mean, they will help me with the Timberwolves, I'm sure. But I'm kind of annoyed that I had to look that up. Because it didn't match where it's on the map. Like, if it matched where the map indicated it was, that wouldn't have been a problem at all. Ooh, hunting rifle. Looks like I'm gonna shoot me some wolves soon. We still gotta make it up to the crash site. But I want to check the rest of these houses for anything they have that might be worth it at all. I mean, he said they're going to be clear, but when do they ever know what they're talking about? Let's search this house real quick. And then we will swap out to the next episode. I have time for a couple more episodes in here before I have to go do shopping. Anyway, this is where we're going to leave it. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, also let me know. If you want me to play something else, tell me what you want to play, and I'll see if I can play it. And if you can subscribe so we get to the next mile point, that would be super fantastic. Anyway, I'll catch you next time.